Hello friends, welcome to Programming Concepts. My name is Amit and in this video we will going to learn how to remove background noise from your audio or video file. Not only this, we will also going to learn how to equalize sound of your video. And here equalization means if some part of your video have a higher pitch, higher sound and another part of a video have a lower pitch, lower sound, then how can we make that sound consistent so that your end user don't feel the pressure to increase or decrease volume every time? Before we begin our tutorial, let's see the comparison between with background noise and without background noise. So this is the sound with background noise. So now you can feel the difference. Let me switch to without background noise. And this is the sound without background noise. And the difference is quite audible. So in that note, let's begin our tutorial. And the software which I'm going to use in this video will be Audacity. Audacity is free, open source cross-platform audio software. This is not only free but also extremely easy to use. It is also multi-track audio editor and recorder for Windows, Mac OS and Linux, as it is a cross-platform. So let's see how we can download that amazing software. So to download this, let's fire up a browser and type download Audacity for Windows. For Windows, because I'm using Windows platform here. It doesn't matter because it's going to take me to the Audacity page where you can download as per your convenience, as per your operating system. So the first option is from audacityteam.org. Click on it. And it will take you to the Audacity homepage. Scroll down a bit and there is a link Audacity 2.4.2 installer. Click on it and that will take you to the download page where you can download different variants of Audacity for different OS. So let me download it for Windows. So Audacity Windows installer. So I'm not going to cover the installation process as it is going to be extremely easy. So I will leave it to you. Just in case if you face any problem, ask me on comment. Let me open Audacity. And this is how the user interface of Audacity will look like. The first thing which we need to do is to open an audio or video file on which we want to remove the background noise. And this is really simple. Click on File, Open and select the file. That's it. In Audacity, we have a 3-step process to remove the background noise. Step 1. Identify the background noise. Let's get back to Audacity. And these are the kinds of wave graphs you will get when you upload your contents, your audio or video file there in this software. So there are two different kinds of waves if you see. One is on the higher side with more fluctuations. This is generally when any software capture your voice. So when you speak, the waves is on the higher side. But when you don't speak, the wave is on the lower side. Ideally, there shouldn't be any spike when we don't say anything. But here, in this case, you can see in initial few seconds, when we were not saying anything, still there is very minute spikes, minute waves are there. And why it is there? Simply because we have some background noises which has been captured by our instrument, whether it is your camera or a laptop recorder or anything. Correct? So how can we get rid of this? So the first step is to identify that, and we have identified that this is the sound which we would like to get rid of. Now the next step, step 2. So the step 2 is select profile of background noise. So once you identify that, just select that profile. Click on Effect, go to Noise Reduction and click on Get Noise Profile. Now your step 2 is complete. We have successfully selected the profile which we need to get rid of, and we have tell Audacity that okay, this is the profile which is irritating us and we need to get rid of that. So the final step, step 3, is to remove background noise. And to do that, what we need to do is to select the duration of video on which we want to get rid of that noise. So press Ctrl A if you want to remove that specific noise from your whole video. Once you press Ctrl A, that profile has been selected. You need to click on Effect again, and then again Noise Reduction. And here in step 2, there are few default settings which are good enough to reduce the noise from your background. In my case, it is for noise reduction, it is 12 decibel. For sensitivity, it is 6. For frequency smoothing bands, it is 3. So let's just click on it. Now you can see that profile initially when there was some disturbance, there were some spikes, has now been removed. So we successfully removed the background noise from our video. But the point is, only background noise reduction is not good enough. As you can see in the spikes, that here the spikes is low, means our sound is somewhere on the lower side. But if you see that spike, for some reason, the sound of a video is on the higher side. So if end user is going to watch that video, they need to control the sound manually. And you don't want that, correct? So when you create any video for your audience or audio for anything, you don't want end user to control that sound, correct? So what you need to do, you need to control that as well. And for that, we need to equalize sound. And we have a two-step process to equalize sound in Audacity. So the step 1 is to compress sound of our video. But why do we need to compress our sound? It's simply because it will help Audacity to amplify that sound. And how do we amplify that sound? It's with step 2, by applying limiter. Alright, so let's get back to Audacity once again. As we need to equalize our complete video, so we need to apply compressor and limiter to our whole video. So let's press Ctrl A and then click on Effect. And there is an option called compressor. On the compressor pop-up window, there are a few adjustments which we need to make. And it varies from person to person, from sound quality, the environment on which you have recorded the video, etc. First one is compressor threshold. So it's generally the limit how much your voice is going to compress. So I generally recommend -12 to -14 decibel. Next setting is noise floor. I generally leave it to -40 decibel, and this setting will help not to unnecessarily amplify the background noise of your video. Next setting is ratio. This is how your louder part will get compressed. So I generally leave it to 2.1:1. But if you feel the pitch of your sound throughout the video is sometime very low and other time is very high, then you can increase the ratio to 5:1. Leave the rest of the options as default. Leave attack time and release time as 0.2 seconds and 1 second respectively. Let's click on OK. Now your video is compressed and ready to amplify. So let's click on Effect, and at the bottom there is an option called Limiter. Click on it. From the limiter pop-up, select the type to hard limit. And if your voice sound is fairly normal, then you can leave it to somewhere around 4 decibel. And if your sound is on the lower side, you speak little slowly. And if your sound is not up to the mark, then you can increase the limit to somewhere around 6 to 8. Let's leave the input gain to 0, limit to dB -3 and hold to 2 seconds. Let's select the apply makeup gain to no. Then click OK. See, we have successfully completed the voiceover of a video. Although there are lots of important features available in Audacity, but these 3 generally works for me. And this is the minimum you should do with your videos. Lastly, we need to save our effort. And to save this file, click on File from the main menu. Click on Export. And there are different options available like Export to MP3, WAV, OGG, etc. Let me export this file to MP3. Click on it. Click on Save. And OK. So this is our exported audio file, samplevideo.mp3. But the question which might come to your mind is, how I can attach this audio file .mp3 file to my video file .mp4, because it is of no use unless I will able to attach my audio file to my video file. For that, a separate software is required that we will cover in our upcoming video. Till then, thanks for watching.